All right, I actually started driving and forgot to put my phone on to record, so I pulled over real quick. But now I'm driving in this snow at night. Nope. Looks like there's a work truck or something behind me. Maybe a plow. It's got the plow style lights on it. Oh, 2 of them. All right, well. So anywho, I'm driving. I turn the heat off, or I turn the vent off. Not the vent, the blower off. So we'll see what happens. I might turn it back on because I am cold. The snow's a little deeper than it looks. On the road, it's not too bad. It's just, you know, you can see some black sticking out right there and right there. But where I just was walking through a parking lot, it was high enough that I got cold, you know, I got some in my, oh wow, there's 3 of them behind me. Too bad they're not in front of me. But, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I was in the snow deep, pardon me, deep enough to get it up and over my boots. So my feet are now wet, which is less than ideal. So I may turn the blower back on, so it may get loud. Obviously, there's some other idiots out here. And I say idiots because it's a Friday night. All the driving is optional at this point, unless you're coming home from work or something. But it's 6:55. So, and I got about 6 miles to go. I'm not going to record the whole way. Okay, I don't know what this person's doing. But they decided to stop and back up. Maybe they saw the trucks behind me and thought that it was too much. I'm just going to go ahead and go around them. Because the trucks are turning there where that car was coming out of. So, and the truck is flashing its lights at that car to make it make a decision. And that car is just sitting there. Still just sitting there. It hasn't backed up, it hasn't pulled forward, so I don't know what that guy's plan was. And there's you know, trucks there, so I'm not gonna turn around and find out if they need help. But yeah, obviously this stretch of road is less traversed. Sorry, I'm tired. I didn't get my nap today. So it's a lot snowier. But yeah, I'm actually liking how well the night is picking up on the phone. Looks pretty good, actually. I guess Samsung did something right. And yes, the roads still suck here. And now we are going to turn, slow down slowly. Oh, there was a truck behind me. Now, this is a larger road, a more traveled road. This is a 4-lane. As you can see, there's still some snow buildup. So, and yeah, that does look like a plow behind me. I'm seeing it a little bit better now because they're not directly behind me. They're still at the turn. So I can see the profile of the truck instead of just the headlights and the blinking lights. But yeah. Slow it down. Light's gonna turn green. As I was explaining to somebody earlier, I'm never worried about me because I drive slow and safe, and I have mud and sand tires on my truck right now, which are doing surprisingly very good in the snow. I worry about a lot of other people who are driving too fast, people who think that four-wheel drive means that they can do whatever they want, or all-wheel drive means they can do whatever they want. And then there's just stopping, you know. They talk about ice, which it doesn't feel very icy right now, but who knows what's going to happen in an hour or two when it gets much colder. And they talk about black ice. I was thinking about that earlier today. We're probably going to see a lot of black ice in the morning. So, I have some friends that live right down this road. And this is actually, you can't tell very well on the camera, if at all, but this is all downhill at the moment. It's not a steep downhill, but it's enough that I don't have to, normally when I come this way, I don't have to put my foot on the gas at all, because I keep enough momentum with enough downhill that I stay at that 40 mile per hour that you just saw the sign for. Right now I'm doing about 27, just because I don't like to go fast when the conditions are like this. Yeah, the windshield's starting to get a little foggy, so I might have to turn the blower back on. So it's going to get loud in here. See, now I'm actually doing 30 and I haven't touched the gas pedal at all. So I'm going to tap the brakes a little, try to slow down. I got enough room between me and the truck in front of me. I'm not worried about it. But there was a truck right behind me on the left. So if he or I spins out or loses control for whatever reason, we could run into each other. So that's why, okay, now we're going uphill a little bit, so I'm slowing down. There's the vehicle that was just behind me. And it's a Volkswagen something. I don't know if it's all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive or anything, but obviously, pardon me, obviously he's willing or she's willing to go a little faster than I am, which is fine, to each their own. If these roads were freshly plowed, freshly plowed. No, that is a horrible way of saying it. If the plowing was fresh, then I might go a little faster. But right now I'm riding, you know, you can see we're basically riding on snow a lot, and it looks like this Amazon truck wants to turn. So, oh, like he's just going. All right. Ooh, yeah, see, just pushing the gas there, because I have a rear-wheel drive. Just pushing the gas, I started to fishtail a little bit. I don't know if the camera picked it up very well. Yeah, that Amazon truck was like, I don't care if it's snowing. I don't care if these two cars are right here. I'm going. So I got a knot in my back. I'm always stretching to try and work out, and it never does. But it hurts. So I'm slowing down, give myself some room, that kind of thing. And tomorrow morning should be fun too. It's supposed to snow like this all night. It's supposed to accumulate. I think I said in the other video about 7 to 14 inches is what I saw in the news. So we'll see what happens in the morning. And then it's supposed to start clearing up around noon or so. Supposed to get some sun. And that sun will burn, you know, if we get full sunlight, it will melt a lot of this snow, especially on the concrete roadways and sidewalks and stuff. But if it stays like partially cloudy, it could be hit or miss. But yeah, because of the severity of this storm, a lot of places shut down. A lot of government buildings shut down, a lot of schools shut down, libraries, which falls under the category of government buildings, shut down. Some businesses shut their doors and said they weren't open. I was just talking to a friend of mine. She works at a gym, and she said they were getting calls all day asking if they were going to be open today. And apparently her gym is. Yeah, I see it fishtailing a little bit there. So yeah, this is it. This is one of the reasons, and there are many, but this is one of the reasons I don't go snowboarding anymore. I don't like dealing with this kind of driving if I don't have to. Especially when you're going up into the mountains and back down. There was one time, oh my gosh, I was so mad. We drove up there. Normally, if on a clear summer day, you can get up to any of the ski resorts in an hour. Easy peasy. On that particular day, it took us about 3 hours to get to the resort. We snowboarded for about 5 or 6 hours, and then we turned around to come back, and it, I'm trying to figure out what this car is doing. Is it actually turning, or is it just riding with its blinker on? No, it's actually turning, okay. But, yeah, at least they were going slow. But yeah, so about 3 hours or 2 hours to get up there, or 2 or 3 hours to get up there because of the snow. About 5 or 6 hours or 4 or 5 hours snowboarding. I don't remember. It was like 15 years ago. But the snow was coming down heavy. We're talking like, you know, 2 or 3 feet fell that day in the mountains, which is why we went up in the first place, that fresh powder. Well, coming down, the roads were so bad and traffic was so slow, it took us like 8 hours to get back. I was so mad. I had a dog at home. She hadn't been outside since I took her out before we left to go snowboarding. Because I figured we'd be gone, you know, 8 or 9 hours max, a work day. Now, we ended up being gone twice that. I was so mad. I'm riding in the ruts that other cars have made in front of me. But every once in a while I catch the edge of a rut, or I get off path because the rut changes. And it pulls my tires pretty hard going up onto the snow. So that's why you're seeing a lot of wobbliness in the video. Looks like I can't keep a straight line. Well, that's because I can't keep a straight line. This light here, you won't be able to see it, but I'm going to tell you anyway. I had some friends that lived in the house right to the right of me right now. Their backyard, their back deck looked at this intersection. They used to have barbecues and parties and stuff all the time. Oh, and you see these trees off to the right. When it snows like this, don't park under a tree. If you don't already know that. Because those, you know, for those of you who aren't aware and you can't think it through, the snow will pile up on the branches will bend if they possibly could break. And you don't want broken branches and stuff falling down on your vehicle. going to turn this down again, just because it's pretty clear, and I'm almost to my destination. So once we pass this light, I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera off, just because I don't need you guys knowing where I'm going. So, thank you for coming on this ride with me. Hope it was as fun for you as it was for me, and it wasn't exactly fun for me, so hopefully you had a better time than I did. My feet are freezing. They definitely feel wet, so that's awesome. And I'm going to turn this off now. You guys have a great day.